What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Toxic here, and today I'm bringing you another V2 rocket. I'm going to talk real briefly about this. I started out with the new LMG because I'm trying to grind out some of these new weapons for the chrome camo and whatnot, and it didn't really work. There was a lot of snipers, so I said fuck it, I'll join them. I wasn't going for the V2, but I ended up getting it, and my buddy Sheriff helped out a lot. He actually died quite a few times to save my ass, but enough about that. What I want to talk about in this particular video is the new update. Now, the new update's been out for 2 days now, and I feel this is kind of the stuff that this game needs. Like, Black Ops 3 had new content consistently, new weapons, stuff like that, and it gives us more to do. It gives us a variety of things to do. For someone like myself, who's already in the Master Prestige rank, I'm not level 1000, but I think I actually level up this game into 85. I'm almost 90 as of right now. But with chrome camo, I have most of the guns done, except for a couple of DLC weapons that I really just can't stand to use. But it just brings something new and fun to do. And a lot of people are like, well, it's only a couple of guns. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is for someone like me who finds something enjoyable to grind in this game, things like the PTRS, the lever action, the Nambu, the blunderbuss, which I did get golden, and it sucked. I mean, the gun is good, it's got a lot of power, it's got decent range, but where that gun fails is the reload. Even with Hustle, it takes way too long with one bullet, but I don't want to hate on the gun because it was damn good, and you know, it is good. It's not a bad gun. I just, I don't know, for the map that I consistently play, like Shipment, it's not something that you want to consistently use. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not fantastic. But it gives players like myself and others out there more to do. And what I mean by more to do, sorry, I lost my train of thought there, is that, you know, eventually you get, I don't know, bored of the game. And it's not that the game's dead. You can still find lobbies 3, 4, 5 in the morning as to where games like, well, no, you can still find games in Black Ops 3, but like Modern Warfare Remastered, I love playing that game. You know, late night finding a free-for-all game or a domination game gets a little tricky. But not only did they add that, they added iron sights for all the sniper rifles. Now, as it stood, the only sniper rifle previous to the lever that had any, I believe, any aim assist was the Lee Enfield. Very little bit, but it had some aim assist. Now, the lever action, I feel, has a slightly more aim assist, and it makes quickscoping more fun because the whole whiny part of the Call of Duty community complained about, oh, well, aim assist on snipers is too much, we're all getting quickscoped and it's no fun. Well, at the end of the day, you got people like Sprat, who's dropping double sniper V2s, and you've got people like Jev, who are just tearing it up. You've got people out there that still do their thing with these sniper rifles and still consistently do that. So, yeah, it took a while to get used to. Me, myself, is loving to snipe and loving to quickscope, never really being too good at it, but it was always something that I quite enjoyed. you know, the fact that they brought back one sniper rifle with aim assist, it makes me happy. Now, they brought back, in this update, they brought back the PTRS. Now, for all of the older Call of Duty players played World War II, the PTRS was nasty. I was actually hoping that they would have that same deep, boisterous shot sound, but the shot sound's different. You know, I think of PTRS, I played World at War, I think of PTRS, I hear that nice, clear cut sound, and the sound kind of throws me off a little bit, but it's still a good rifle. It's got consistent one-shot kills. It drops people. However, that shot, when you shoot at that way, that couple seconds that it takes to sit back down, can be annoying. You know, I don't really like it, but I do like the gun. It was the first DLC weapon from this new download that I've got golden. So, and then the lever action, I love the lever action. It's like I said, with the aim assist, it just makes it a beautiful, well-rounded, sturdy weapon. We've got the blunderbuss, which honestly, if it had a faster reload speed, or maybe even 2 or 3 or 4 shots like the Blundergat did from Black Ops 2 Zombies, from Alcatraz, it would be better. I mean, I'm not complaining about the weapon. It does deliver consistent, close to medium range one-shot kills. Long range, you may get lucky, but I mean, it's here or there. But the Nambu Type 2, everybody seems to think that it is the new Volt, and I mean, it's good. It's not my favorite. I still haven't really liked any of the DLC SMGs that they brought in. And I don't feel I will like them, because when you have submachine guns like the WAF, the PPSH, the Thompson, the MP40, you really, all these DLC weapons, in order to be, what's the word I'm looking for, more used by other players, they've got to be slightly better than the PPSH, they've got to be slightly better than the WAF, they've got to be slightly better than the Thompson, and the only reason that they can't make them slightly better is because then they would be overpowered and you'd have a bunch of complaining people, and Sledgehammer doesn't want to deal with that as far as I'm concerned. But all in all, it's still different. It's good to have different weapons out there to use, because you can only use so much of the PPSH. It's a ray gun. I mean, it's a melt machine. The Waffle's a melt machine. And they're all solid weapons. But enough about the new Nambu Type 2. Let's move on to the melee weapons. Now, the Fire Axe is, in so many words, it's fast. You gotta be pretty close, like previous melee weapons, like all the other melee weapons. I think short of the baseball bat, which was up until, I don't know, I haven't really used the new ones too much. I've used them, but not too much. Is my favorite as it stands, because I haven't really used the other ones to tell you how I feel about them and give an honest opinion. But the sword seems like it has a slightly more range than the baseball bat, and it doesn't get stuck in people like the combat knife or the trench knife or even the shovel does. And that's where things get kind of annoying, is when you get a group of people and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go knife all of them, and you're trying to be a knife ninja and have fun with the game. It just gets a little annoying when you get stuck inside of somebody's body with a knife. But I guess that's what they made serrated and throwing knives for, so that way you could actually use the throwing knives with serrated. But they're supposed to be releasing one more new gun at the end, towards the end of this event, and then I've heard of this game mode called Horde Point. It's like Hardpoint, but more or less with zombies, and I'm really excited for that. Sledgehammer Games definitely brought me back into this game and made me want to grind out and play the game again with this update. So for people like me who really just need more consistent stuff to grind over and really don't want to have to pay for it, because it costs a pretty penny for me to get all these DLC weapons day one, and I spent it, and I feel like for me, being a season pass holder, maybe they should throw in a couple of free variant weapons. Like when you get the update, season pass holders should get a free variant of each new weapon. Now, I'm not saying that as in like, oh, well, we spent the money, we should get free variants. No, but we would like to use these weapons before we have to go and pour out $100 to $300 to $400 to attempt to get some of these variants. Me, I get a lot of duplicates, which also helps because then I get the armory credits to buy the collection items. But at the same time, you know, I've spent probably close to that number doesn't matter. It's too much money. I've spent too much money on COD points just on this game. I'm not counting Black Ops 3 Modern Warfare Remastered, stuff like that, to try and get weapon variants that in the end you could spend $100, open 70 supply drops, I think it's 71 supply drops or 70 supply drops if they've got a bundle deal going on, and not get those weapons, which is annoying. But overall, the update seems to have brought in more people back in. The lobbies are more filled with tryhards, sweaty players, which kind of makes the game more challenging, which in my defense makes the game more fun. But that's about all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. If you're new, think about subscribing. I don't think I have too many, but as always, have a nice day. This is Toxic, signing out.